Hey, what's up guys, just here back to Fate Grand Order 7 Interludes. Just earlier today, I got NERO, regular base NERO finally. And yeah, so I wanted to do her interlude, or at least, well... Yeah, all for interludes are probably going to be one episode, but... For me, I'm probably not going to record them all at once, if that makes sense. I'll probably record this one today and then the other two some other time. I'm mainly just doing this one now for her third skill, which I actually don't think I'll get the third skill off this one. I think it's her second interlude that you get the third skill. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, NERO's first sailing once again. Let us get on in. Give me a Castoria, and that'll do quite nicely. Well then, this is NERO CLAUDIUS, now a heroic spirit. Oh well, it's only natural that a genius like myself would become a heroic spirit. So much for our parting in Rome. I see your perfect confidence remains unchanged, Emperor. Oh yes, but I'm happy about this reunion. I look forward to working with you, NERO. Even as a heroic spirit, you're still short. For fool, I am not short. This is my perfect form. I have no problem with my height. No problem at all. No problem at all. I don't feel bitter about my height. Not one bit. Oops, I guess this wasn't the time to chit-chat. Ahem. Mages of Chaldea who strive to save humanity. Ye? May that battle be an impossible battle in the distant past. I have not forgotten your efforts. You have my gratitude. I owe you, Vitsuka. Umu, and I am going to owe you this time, too. Get the ships out. It's time for me to depart with my master. So she's just bossing around the Roman soldiers of this time, even though she's a heroic spirit currently and not her living self. I imagine the soldiers are just like, Emperor Nero? Didn't we drive you out of the palace and find your dead body? Like, out in a Yes, the weather's clear and the waves are high. We'll arrive in no time. Arrive where? What are you gaping at? We've come this far, just granted my wish already. Look at Mash, she blends in perfectly. There she is, brooding on the deck. Why are her eyes so lifeless? Senpai, I see that NERO, Red Saber is even pushier than before. You put us all on a boat before we have any idea what's going on and come all this way. Ugh. Fo. Oh, motion sickness medicine. Thank you, Fo. Red Saber steering is horrified. There it is. Our destination, the island of buried mysteries. They call it the Bermuda Triangle or something. They use that name to refer to these waters, but don't worry about it. On board, Vitsuka, Mash. Why? It's an island of buried mysteries. Obviously, it's treasure hunting time. Oh, okay. Could have told us that before we got here, but alright. Take diet. Thank you for your warm welcome. But you're in my way. Come again after you've made yourself 5 times more beautiful. Master, I have no clue what she's talking about, but for now, let's fight. You know, Mash, don't worry about it. It's just NERO being NERO. It's... She only responds favorably to beautiful things. I'm gonna swap Ibuki out for NERO. Because of course. Got double dose of NERO. Alright, Shoger, Adam, Brian, and Charles. Charlet.
もちろんサーラーを持って要は好きだぞ突破しますまず
You fall to the beast. And the beast's counterpart in non-beast. Yeah. That. Iron Golem, eh?
白兵戦行きます今のうちに準備を白兵戦行きます
Sorry, Niall.
人が抱える欲望を見せ酒を持て
Hopefully.
7つの竜よ
This isn't gonna kill it,
我
but
が
I'm
指
hoping
となるが
the
よい
whole turn should kill it.
平らげようか
Oh, that loaded it. Okay, never mind.
三つ星程度よな
So we should wipe this, No! She didn't have effectiveness right. Damn it. I should have used Castoria instead.
酒を金を持って
I kind of hoped she would
当然の勝利である楽しめた
do enough damage even though she's at the type disadvantage. But I guess not. I was foolish in my hopes and dreams. Foolish indeed. Alright, Nero, where's this treasure you supposedly brought us here to find?
That was a good warm-up. How was I? My sword skills haven't gotten worse, have they?
They're much improved and will come in handy.
I know, right? I know, right? You're an honest girl, Mash. I like you. Anyway, I'll start the search. According to my intuition. Numu, we should go this way.
There she goes on her own again. Let's go after her master. Nero, chill.
We've got ourselves a werebeast. I'm worried about the smell of gunpowder, but whatever. Let's go, Ritsuka. We're going to beat these guys and get the treasure.
Whatever you say, ma'am. Emperor. I don't even know what exactly does she mean by treasure? Like what exactly do you think is here, Nero? Because you're being rather skimpy with the details, and I don't like it. Oh yeah.
無駄ですよ無駄ですよ無駄ですよふん
Jaguars. Good thing Jaguar Warrior ain't here. Or we'd have a real problem. You know what, yeah, I'm gonna use this in you, and give you this as well. Because you should maybe just wipe them? Potentially? With the buster up, I would think you would. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not even close. To not killing them. Oh, Chimera. Chimera. Yeah, should do a full combo. Guarantee, guarantee nothing, actually. Get damage in, I guess. Okay, hang on. We throw these on. Good. Then the guaranteed crit of Ibuki should kill front one, nice. And you're all alone. all on your lonesome. You poor,
金も
poor
持ってんじゃない
fool.
この
Yes.
そういうのもあるよね。まずい浮気現場発見。せい
Nice.
おやすみ。よくお眠り。
And another level, or another bond level that is, for my dear NERO. My sweet, sweet NERO.
Now that the annoyances are out of the way, Mash, go ahead and open the treasure chest. I'm sure there's tons of wonderful treasure in there.
I have unfortunate news, Your Majesty.
Please look inside. Hey, there's nothing in here. Is this a pelican?
I'm not sure, it looks like a penguin to me. Penguin? Guess it was too good to be true. Pelican? What are they talking about? I want to know what they're talking about. What do you mean, penguin?
This sucks, but it wasn't such a waste of time after all. If you look closely, there's some stuff left in here. Whoever came before us must be a careless fool.
Or ran out of room to carry stuff.
Okay, we're going to take this and have a triumphant return. Good work, Ritsuka, Mash.
Well, it's fine, but why? I don't see why an emperor would really need any treasure.
Umu, with my golden rule, I wouldn't have to worry about money, but I need more capital right now.
For what reason?
That's a secret, of course. You'll find out eventually, so look forward to it.
You heard her, Senpai. It seems that Her Majesty has some sort of grand plan. Anyway, let's collect some resources that we might be able to use. There's some sink quartz. Okay, that kind of got me. The sink quartz that we get for beating it is literally a part of the story. Like, hey, look, sink quartz. And that's gonna flow into this, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do this right now. Why not?
Why not?
I don't know if all three, if our third interlude also carries on with the same storyline or not. It might. We'll see though, a golden business.
The time is now. I shall start the grand enterprise that I've been planning for a long time. However, to make something perfect, you need unparalleled talent and resolve. Don't you think so, Ritsuka? You should understand my suffering.
Senpai, I think Red Saber is trying to talk to you.
These questions can be a headache. Let's just give her a random answer.
I feel like this is a pretty straightforward... Okay. Of course I understand. Yeah, sure.
Umu, I knew you'd get it right away. Thanks to you, I've made up my mind. We're going to rebuild the Domisaria, my noble phantasm and the essence of my artist soul. In any event, we've come to the plains in search of the lost required piece. Lend me a hand, Ritsuka. We need to be careful with money. Rebuilding the Golden Theater will be costly. The materials, personnel, and my design fees. This time, let's try to do something about the material costs.
She's trying to improve her noble phantasm with money. Not a lot of heroic spirits would do that. Hey, it could work. You never know. She knows her abilities better than anyone, I would think.
So that's why you're trying to gather treasure before. But, Your Majesty, can you strengthen your noble phantasm like that?
Yeah.
Of course. The Golden Theater I created with my magical energy is based off the original that existed. It's a matter of the image that's in my mind when I activate my noble phantasm. If we renovate the theater, I can see that image in my mind.
I guess that makes sense. That way when I use my noble phantasm, it should be just as extravagant and even more dazzling.
That's the plan, anyway.
I see. So her noble phantasm depends on the power of her imagination. The more grand that theater becomes, the more real the image becomes for Red Saber. I think it's already real enough, but...
Don't compliment me now, Ritsuka.
You're so cute. Compliment me later. I don't know if we were... That's... okay. I don't think we were complimenting you, but sure.
In any event, the final material, should appear soon. Everyone get ready for combat. This is going to be tough.
Question mark? Huh? It's going to appear? Just what are you going to have us make? Isn't it obvious?
A coliseum of sorts.
Oh?
A new golden theater. A mix between a theater and a coliseum. A completely new way to watch someone fight. Well, there won't be any fighting in the theater. I'm just going to make the entrance look like the coliseum. Do you guys know what coliseum means? I think it was... Oh, I remember. It means before the giant statue. That's right. It came from the word colossus.
That makes sense. I'd never thought about that, but yeah, that makes sense. Colosseum, okay.
There's a giant statue in front of the Colosseum, in Rome, that watches over the spectators. Oh, that's right. It was around the time of Emperor Nero in that Colosseum. That's right. It was a statue of me. It's 31 meters high. It was a beautiful statue. Though when the Colosseum was built, my theater was destroyed.
But let's not talk about that.
In any event, this time I'm after... Master, you got hostiles! Oh no, there's a bunch of golems closing in! Nero, this couldn't be, Umu! I used my patrons to drive the golems here to use as material. Let's do this, Ritsuka. It's the spring of golem hunting.
I get they're technically only alive through Magecraft, but I don't know how I feel about using golems as building materials. I don't know, something about that is a little off-putting. Kind of, a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. It's probably fine. Have Hudge wipe the field clear, so we can fight the big bad. You know, it's an early interlude, so I don't expect it, but it'd be cool if, like, the final enemy was literally her statue as a golem. Of course not. Well, who knows? 9 enemies, so you never know. Maybe the final one. No, probably not. Probably not. That'd be cool, though. But alas, I know it is not to be. To be or not to be, that is the question. Actually... do this. Nice. 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 Nice-oo. Now, if all of you could crit, you could wipe the field in this one turn. Or not, never mind. Okay, you crit and it didn't wipe the field. Okay, well. I overestimated their ability, apparently. Quite severely. But that just goes to show the faith that I held in my heart. Crit. Nice. Crit. Nice. Perfect. Ow. Rude. AF.
卓上に準備があるよね。
Do it like this. I mean, we could have done it the other way too, but
見るがよい。これが貴様らの繁栄の答え。
You know.
地に富を築き上げた欲望の末路である。こうだ。破滅にしろ繁栄にしろ、幕引きまであがくがいい。
oh, good. That's kind of running low on these. Not that I'm really surprised they got them. That's the usual golem drop.
Oh, we've taken out the enemy golems. Battle's over. Cute. Oh, what a primitive way of fighting. To pummel the gates physically. Umu, it just went too far. I've realized my mistake here. But with this much material here, let's start building. I'll show you how mankind first started using concrete.
I want to build a statue of MASH too. No, that's quite okay, senpai.
Sorry, I'll build the statue later. These golems make for good materials, but they just don't have the right appeal. The voices I hear from the stones are the brawny types. I can't carve a good statue with this.
I've given up on the Colosseum. What? We went through all this and you give up?
But I will rebuild the Theta. Don't worry, I won't waste your effort, Master. Now it's time to really get to work. Let's get the materials together and make our triumphant return to Rome. We're going to make my Theta strong, firm, and as tough as a fortress. That's right, there's something Heracles can't even handle. The strongest Theta yet.
This Emperor hasn't learned anything. Are you sure? No, you're probably right. You're so right, Roman. But that's why we love her. Her hard-headed nature is just what we expect. Like, I guess her last interlude needs higher bond. Yeah, bond 5. Okay, so I guess this is the one that unlocks the third skill. Okay, so all 3 of her interludes had to have come out all together. I thought maybe like the first 2 and then her third one would have been a later one, but no. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess Saber Altar was also like that. Salter also had no, Salter had 2. Did she have 3? No, Salter had 2. Right? Or did she have... Hang on. I'm just gonna check real quick. Hang on. Forster. Oh wait, it's right here. Salter. Wait, can I even see if I've already done them? Yeah, no, she only had 2. Interesting. Huh. So Nero got I mean, I guess it shouldn't be all that surprising that she had 3 launch ones. Because she is popular. Because yeah, CCC came out just 2 years before. So I guess Nero still would have been quite fresh in people's minds. They wanted to give her a lot of screen time, I suppose. But yeah, 3 launch interludes is interesting. Because again, Salter had 2 launch ones. But given how short her first 2 were, I imagine her third one's also fairly short. So really altogether, her 3 interludes put together are probably about the same length as one more modern released interlude. More modernly released, that is. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna cut it here, do a bit of grinding, try and get her bond level up. And then I'll record a third one, and then they'll all go together in one little video. So, yeah. For you guys, I'll see you literally in half a second. But for me, it'll probably be in a couple hours. But yeah, I'll jump cut. Oh, right, I am back. Nero is at Bond 5. And now we can get into her final interlude, no matter how many times the end comes. There's the map, and here we go. And someone actually, during the Draco event, someone told me that the Nero fighting herself was actually a reference to one of her interludes, and seeing as how, you know, the first 2 interludes didn't have that, I assume that's what this is going to be. So I kind of already have an idea of what's gonna be going on here. Just with a Shadow normal Nero rather than a Draco. Compared to, you know, the Draco event. At least that's what I believe. Unless that's Bride Nero's interlude. If Bride Nero even has interludes, I don't know. I don't have her, so I don't know. But I assume it's normal Nero who has that. I assume. But we shall see. The title of the interlude definitely seems like it'd be something like that.
Sorry about that, Ritsuka. I have some personal business I need your help with. The United Empire is gone, and Rome is in an ephemeral peace. However, the one who led Rome as its first citizen, Nero Claudius, is no longer there. Rather, the human Nero is no longer there, because I contracted with you, Ritsuka. The human Nero already left Rome, just like in history. Now I sit as its emperor. The era's ability to bring back the past. No, to repair itself. As long as the servant Nero is here, the Emperor Nero must be dead. In normal space and time, both the human before death and the servant after death can exist simultaneously.
But not in singularities?
But in a singularity, what's accurate and what's stronger ends up taking precedence. Once the heroic spirit Nero contracted with you, the Nero at Septum became this Nero, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to say unfortunately, Mash.
My apologies.
Yeah, bit rude. I wasn't trying to criticize you.
I'm sorry about that, Emperor Nero. It's fine. You were just lamenting the fact that I passed away, correct? If that's the case, I forgive you. Actually, I'm happy. You mourned me even though I was called a tyrant. Oh, not good. I always get carried away when Ritsuka's around. There's only one reason why we've come to Septum. I want you to help me, Master. Remember when I brought out a boat last time? I heard a little something during the voyage. Supposedly there's a ghost that appears in the cursed deserts on the outskirts of Rome. I think I might know who that ghost is.
Yeah, you?
Right now I'm carrying out my royal duties as a servant, but I'm not sure when I'll finish them and disappear. That's why before that happens, I want to ease Rome's pain with my own 2 hands.
Yeah, sure, I'd love to help. Love to stop evil ghost you who can't let go.
Umu, I am counting on you, one who contracted with me.
We'll do what we can. I don't know what exactly we can do, but we'll be there for you at least.
The sun's gone down, Master. It's a familiar scene, but it feels lonely here. It's like no one's here. A stage everyone's forgotten about.
What did you mean you think you know who it is? Oh, I think you know, Ritsuka.
Umu, it should be around here. The shape of the rocks, the sound of the wind, the faded color of the setting sun. I remember it all, even now. The fate of an emperor who died here in these wastelands. Nero, is this?
Where she died, yep.
Umu, this is where I died. Nero Claudius slit her own throat here. Nero loved the people, and she continually showed her burning passion. However, it wasn't the warm love people knew of. And Nero only knew how to love one way, to demand, give, and burn away. Violently. It was like forcing people to do things, you may say. Nero didn't realize even until her end that her actions were like poison to the people. Nero made a mistake that weakened her own position, and was chased away from her throne by the Senate. The army turned against her, but even then she believed that the people she loved so passionately would defend her. I don't think I need to tell you what happened. The people didn't defend the foolish tyrant. Although Nero escaped from her pursuers, she chose to end her own life out of grief. I can't say what Nero was grieving over, just that her life ended here. But Nero didn't die that easily. Or more like she couldn't die, rather. She couldn't breathe, her heart ached, her eyes burned. It was like being driven to madness by a never-ending fever. 3 days passed and Nero still wasn't discovered by her pursuers. As she woke at sunset each day, for she thought she heard people calling out her name. It was the sound of the people that she loved. She knew they didn't blame Emperor Nero, that they were praising her.
Haha, talk about adding insult to injury. That couldn't have been, it just couldn't.
Even so, Nero awoke, just to verify what she heard. At the first sunset, she sniffed her nose to an illusion. At the second sunset, she bit her lips to the inaudible calls. And at the third sunset... That's right. Emperor Nero said her last words. A soldier found her body exposed in the wilderness and out of pity covered her with a cloth. At that moment, Emperor Nero opened her eyes and said, too late, but how noble of you. My fate ended there.
Yeah. We saw this, so, already in Draco's. I mean, I guess MASH wasn't there in the Draco event, to be fair. I guess so. It's a little bit different. But, yeah. And I guess the overall dialogue is a bit different because it was Draco's thoughts versus what Nero is saying, like, objectively happened. I guess Draco was being fairly objective about it too. Yeah.
I don't know what Nero was thinking at the very end.
But wait, we should. But what? Huh? But okay.
But Nero was okay with that, even if it wasn't by the people she loved so much. The tyrant was happy that her life ended with the warmth of a human. That's the Deus Ex Machina that I dream of even now. Because no matter what happened, it was that very miracle which made the story a happy ending. If that soldier hadn't come along, I would have still been waiting in the wilderness for the impossible. And that is why I must kill you. A tyrant's wandering dream, the reflection of a flower that forgot how to wither. The ghost of mine that cannot accept this end. Show yourself and take up your sword. A collection of powerful magical energy? What is this? It's not the shadow of a serpent nor its ghost. It's like the demon god.
Almost like a beast, almost.
The fifth emperor, Nero Claudius, implores you. My master, Ritsuka. Lend me your strength. I might be a bit late, but I shall right my wrongs with my own sword.
Gladly, your majesty. Oh. I don't know if it's just because I played Extra and CCC more recently than I played FSN, but I think I like Nero more than Artori. I don't know. Like, she bothered me when I first started Extra, way back when. But I don't know, man. She grew on me. I won't lie. She really did.
酒を持て。
なるほど。
See if we can take out this
目障り。
ghost quite quickly. Also, it's funny how he's a archer, but he has a shield and spear. It works a bit better in his older form, but even in his older form, he acts more like a wizard, you know, caster.
そいつで。
So that's
なるほど。
酒を持て。
切り抜ける。
he's a bit weird.
うまい。
Why did they make him an archer? Yeah, after thinking about it, why is he an archer? Because yeah, again, this form, he has a spear and shield, and his old self, he's more like a cast. I don't know. I don't know, man.
酒を持て。
なるほど。
はっ。
こいつでどうだ。
I'm sure if I had played his event, maybe his event would have explained why.
酒を持て。
なるほど。
But I don't think I'm pretty sure I couldn't play his event at all. Like, not even like out of pure spoilers. I'm pretty sure I just straight up couldn't play it. I think. Like, because I'm pretty sure it was locked behind completing a certain point in the story. So, anyway. Point is, I couldn't play it. Or didn't, whichever.
You idiot. How can an actor refuse to let the curtains go down? We thrive and then perish. We cannot avoid death. The ending cannot be changed. That is why we sing. That is why we scream. I neither give up on nor lament what I love, no matter how many times that final curtain comes down. Oh, I can hear it. The call from the capital. The 6th.
The 6th? What, 6th sunset, maybe? Because she's been a ghost for a few days? Maybe not.
Farewell. The girl who never went back to being me.
What do you mean, me? Oh, you know, her that became a beast.
Worthless mumbles to myself. Don't worry about it. In any event, it was wonderful, Ritsuka. I expected nothing less from you. I knew you were dependable. Thanks to you, that wish disturbed Rome. No, it didn't disturb Rome, actually. It was being ignored by Rome. I feel lonely now.
I think I could get depressed here. Yeah, maybe we should leave the place where you killed yourself. we should probably leave here.
No, that's not it. The people were just being nice and pretending they didn't see me. That's the Roman citizens in NERO for you. They're the best.
Just how positive can you be? Very.
How can I serve as an emperor otherwise? If you have a little hope, you can laugh. That's how I live, no matter how many
times I fall.
I'll get back up again. I'll show you that next time, Mash, Ritsuka. I was victorious because of you all. I'll show my thanks to you on the battlefield. I'll show you my thanks on the battlefield. Anyway, let's get back to Chaldea, Master. Let's bring thunderous applause to this earth.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, short but sweet? Would you call us You know, not really, actually. I wouldn't really call that sweet at all, because... Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of sweet because she freed herself, or a different version of herself, from the pain of waiting for someone to be there with her to, yeah, bittersweet, I guess. I guess bittersweet would yeah, that works, I think. Yeah, anyway, that was it for NERO's Interludes. Still don't really know what the point of the first two interludes were, to be honest. Like, that they didn't really amount to much, and then the only thing that really carried over into this was mentioning the voyage that we went on, and she was like, oh yeah, I heard a rumor, and but again, she was launched, well, technically, like, cause Septum was in the game at launch, right? It was Fuyuki through Septum that was in the game, I think. At the very beginning. So, you know, again, with them being launch interludes, it makes sense that they'd be iffy. Although the third one was actually pretty good for a launch one, even if it was also short, and the fact that they kind of rehash it in the Draco event and kind of give I guess more of the perspective of the part of her that didn't give into her fate, I guess. That's cool. I liked it. But anywho, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, the next interludes I do, like I said in the last set of interludes, like, I know I ended up doing NERO's because I got NERO, so I did hers instead. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully do like Medea and whoever else next time. Maybe I'll do Medea and Cersei in one. Just because, you know, it kind of makes sense to have them lumped together a little bit. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you then, I guess. Peace.